Shalom Akim. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and double honor to our elders and apostles who taught us His truth, apostles to heart on down, and peace, blessed to you brothers doing His work in truth and sincerity. All right, so this is your brother Samat coming to you in another lesson. All right, talking about detachment and detaching from this wicked world, all right, this wicked world that we live in. Because here it is today is so-called Christmas, and a lot of so-called followers of Christ or Christians are celebrating this day, and they're saying that they're honoring their Lord and Savior, all right? Which is all a bunch of BS. And no matter how much you try to tell them the truth, and you show them the truth, and you show them the scriptures that they so claim to believe in, they deny it and they refute it, all right? And they speak a bunch of nonsense, and they speak from their mind and their hearts and from their asses, essentially, about all of the reasons why they celebrate this holiday and why they still don't keep the laws and why they still sin, and, intentionally, all these different things. And, it's like blah, 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 blah. That's all it is, man. And these people don't realize that the very things that they say are going to be brought forth in the account of judgment, right? Because every idle word. All right, but the point is to detach from this world, because this world will pollute you. All right, as the scriptures say, this is not our rest. It is polluted, and it will pollute you with a sword of destruction. And when you learn to detach yourself from this world, you become desensitized to the appearances that people have, or the perceptions and the thoughts and the way people feel. Because even to this very day, I still get backlash from not celebrating these holidays. Especially because now I have a daughter, so my mother and certain family members, they want you to come over and be involved in festivities, and they'll try to swindle you and say, oh, it's not about that. But you have to be wise and understand that you got to know what you're getting yourself into. Now, granted, if your family cooking some food, you want to grab a plate or whatever, cool. But like I said, understand your situation or your festivities, man. And if you know it's about to be some super going off, just separate yourself from that, man. Some people, family's a little different, but like I said, you do you, what you do is what you do. At the end of the day, we know what we worship and we know who we worship, okay? But the point really, man, is to just not get entangled into a lot of things in this world, because when you become too attached to people specifically, all right, it makes it hard for you to be convicted in the things that you believe in and your morals. Because what you'll essentially do is you'll start to make sacrifices for the acceptance or the acceptance and the compromise of people who don't even believe what you believe. Why are you compromising for people on things that you morally believe in for things that you don't believe in? Because there's people in the world, man. Brother, I don't care if it's your mother, I don't care if it's your wife, your husband, your children, man. You have to stand 10 toes down for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. As the new slang going on is, you got to stand on business. You got to be 10 toes and ready to lose everything for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. If you really want to be Yahweh Shai's, man. Because Yahweh Shai said, if you love mother or brother or sister or children more than me, you're not worthy of me. I am part of showing that you love them more than you love Yahweh Shai is, like I said, by making compromises for their sakes, and compromising not on, and when I say, like I said, and when I say compromise, I mean compromising on things that you morally don't believe in. All right? And if you got children, compromise if your mother or your father say, yo, all right, listen, how about let me get them on their birthday, and I want to throw them a birthday party. Let me just throw them one birthday party. Just for their third birthday. One party, that's it. If you give in, all right, that's you compromising for the acceptance of your Father over the acceptance of Yahweh Shai. You have to be convicted in this thing, man. You have to be disciplined, man. Not even disciplined, bro. You have to be convicted, because if you fold like that, it shows a lack of respect, a lack of self-respect. Because it's like, yo, this man don't even really believe in the very thing that he preached, you know? Because he gave in and allowed me to throw his daughter a birthday party, right? Or he gave in and allowed me to, and bought me a gift, or threw me a party, you know? Whatever the case is. And sometimes people will trick you into certain things and have you thinking it's something and it's not. And it's like, that's where discernment comes into play. And I understand sometimes, you know, you'll lose sight of that. You know, it happened to myself recently, man. You know, a similar situation. You know, we were moving one way because it was presented in one way, and when we thinking it was something else. But you know, having a lack of discernment, you know, we could have checked something in the bag, and it turned out to be somebody, end up disrespecting our beliefs and going against our wishes, man. And hey, you know, and it was what it was, man. All right, but that's why you got to be discernment. And if you, like I said, if you're too attached to people and you compromise for these people and allow them to do certain things that you don't want them to do, even if they spin it a certain way, it's not a good look for your spirit, man. Sometimes you just got to be willing to not be liked, to be accepted of Yahweh Shai, accepted of Yahweh Shai, man. It's just what it is, man. And when you come into this truth, you learn that you die every day. All right, we die every day, first in the spirit, you know, because we socially we do certain sacrifices that might, quote unquote, hurt our social life. All right, certain things that might hurt our financial life, you know. Certain jobs you may not be able to get because of certain rules that they may have and policies. You know, you might have to give up a good paying job with a good benefits package because the job makes you shave your beard, and it's no exceptions. You know, or a job is forcing you to take a jump shot, no exceptions. You know, those are the sacrifices we make for Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and trust that he's going to have something better lined up for us, man. You know, and that's where your faith is tested, and that's where you're tested to really see if you believe in his truth or not. You know, when you're tempted away by your own lust. That's the importance of really staying grounded and abounded rather, in prophecy and in the scriptures, because it's going to keep your spirit heightened. It's going to keep your guard up. It's going to keep your discernment up, and ultimately it's going to keep your attachment low. Because we all have things, right? We all have people that we hold dear to our hearts. Nothing wrong with having people that you love and cherish and care about, right? It's natural. We have kinfolk, right? Outside of the brotherhood, we have kinfolk. We have family. We have children. We have brothers, sisters. We have our mother, our father. You know, they just don't believe in the truth. But at the end of the day, they're still the ones that love and care for us, and they'll probably do anything for us, man. You know, they'll do anything for you. They just don't believe the truth. So it's okay to have those attachments, but learn to detach, right? Learn to have that attachment, you know, removable, right? Or have any type of connection or bond you have with somebody, be able to have it detachable and reattachable. All right, so learn to be able to detach your emotions and feelings from your loved ones for the betterment of your own spirit, all right, for the truth's sake, all right, for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And then when it's able and necessary, right, then you reattach, you know, and your family will ultimately respect you. You know, know, they'll either, at the end of the day, either respect you or they won't, man. And you got to be willing to live with that. You got to be willing to accept that, right? Especially for you newer brothers and sisters coming into this truth. You got to realize that you are at a very neutral standpoint. Right? You come into this new way of life, and your family's going to be a little confused, and you know they're going to be caught off guard by you not doing certain things, and you have to slowly get them adjusted and acclimated to that. But don't just go guns blazing, you know, condemning everybody for what they do, and you know, you just slowly take it one step at a time, slowly start to ease away, to break off, stop doing this, stop doing that, you know. And eventually what's going to happen is your family's going to realize that, okay, they really are not about this wicked, or in their eyes, not in their eyes, but in our eyes, wickedness, but in their eyes, they're really not about these things anymore. All right, they really don't eat pork anymore. And, you know, you could grow up in a household where, you know, your family ate pork all day. You know, Puerto Ricans, for example, Ephraim, all right, they love pork. You know, if you are a speckled bird Israelite, and you know you grew up in an Asian household, because you got brothers in this truth that are quote unquote Asian, right? You know, they may grew up in like a Cambodian or Filipino, or you know, a Thai household, but their lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. Trust me, they're out here. I've seen it firsthand, and it's quite a bit of them too, man. Quite a bit. You know, they eat a lot of pork and abominable foods. So when you start to come out of that, and your family starts to be like, "Oh, what's going on?" You know, don't be discouraged. Don't feel offended. You know, just understand that your path is your path and their path is theirs. And if it was not given to them, understand it was not given to them. All right. But all you have to do is to detach yourself and to continue to do the right thing. Do the work. Believe and trust Yahweh Shemel Shah is going to, like I said, accept your sacrifices in the end, and you get that spot on the chariot. So, Lord willing, this video was edifying. That's all I pretty much got there. Till next time, shalom.